They were called the fairy forts. And you never cut even a bush off them. Because it's most unlucky. And there is fairy forts there all over the country, and they're left there. They were never touched. Never. That's true, man.
Yes.
That's true, yeah.
I heard them telling about the fairy fort. And he was warned. They said, they leave that in the field, don't touch it. That's not doing you any harm. Because they said they maintained that they came at night, they had their gathering and he said, what is it doing there? And he cut it anyway. So if he did, he paid for it. He was minus. He's like, whether that's lies or truth now, don't ask me.
Only that was very unlucky to build houses someplace between the forts, especially if there were passageways there. There were passageways there always in olden days. People had paths there. But I suppose it'd be very unlucky and you couldn't live in the house. But I think that was sort of true too.
Yes. A fort on my... And I have been back there now. I haven't been back there for, I suppose, over 50 years. And I have been back there about 2 years ago. And the fort is still there. And all the rest of the ditches are all shifted, all in one. And the fort is still there.
That they say it was very unlucky to build between the two forts, and that the house would be sort of haunted, and they'd have trouble there, that I suppose whatever used to pass through, you'd be blocking their passage, you know.
I remember a man just near our house, we used to call it the Round the O. There was a fairy fort. And I was coming home that way when I took up to that farmhouse for the milk. And on my way home, the man of that house happened to be going to the pub for a drink, and he walked me down to my own house. And this was daylight, you see, to be early on a summer's evening. And I said, I go through the Round the O. There's a gap at one side, and you get out a gap on the other side. Well, he said, I do it in the daytime, he said, but I couldn't do that at night, because I was coming home from the pub one night, but of course he happened to be coming home from the pub. And he said, I got in one gap and I couldn't get out the other one. I couldn't find it. And I walked around all night, he said, and I couldn't get out.
I heard that story being telling about in the field, and the following morning there was the gap and they couldn't find the opening.
But of course,
and in the house even, or the door. Want to go to the toilet and couldn't find the door.
And I told that to anybody, they said, well, sure, if he was sober, he'd have been able to get out all right. But there you are.